The laptop hit the hearth like a body falling from a roof. Lily didn't scream.
She didn't cry.
She just stood there, barefoot, in that faded orange frock, the hem frayed from too many washes, the fabric thin as tissue paper over her thighs, and watched the screen go dark. Rain lashed the windows of the old Victorian semi in Chiswick. The kind of November night where the damp seeps into your bones and the silence after a storm feels heavier than the storm itself. Inside, the only sound was the slow, rhythmic drip of water from the leaky gutter outside the kitchen window. And now, the shattered silence of a broken machine. Her father's laptop. The one he'd carried through 3 funerals, 2 divorces, and 100 late nights writing proposals for clients who never thanked him. The one with the chipped corner from when he dropped it at Heathrow 3 years ago. The same day he'd come home and found Lily curled on the sofa, still in her school uniform, watching The Crown on mute, her mother's scarf wrapped around her like a shroud. It had been 2 years since Mum died. 2 years since Lily stopped speaking in full sentences unless she was angry. And tonight, she'd finally found the right words to hurt him. "You don't even care if I live or die," she'd spat, voice trembling, eyes blazing. "All you care about is your bloody job. Your stupid deadlines. You'd rather fix a machine than fix me." He'd said nothing, just looked at her, the way he always did now, like he was trying to remember who she used to be. So she grabbed it. The laptop was warm from hours of use. Heavy. Alive. She held it like a weapon. Then she threw it. The crack echoed through the room like a gunshot. Glass shattered. Keys skittered across the floor like startled insects. The power light blinked once, then died. She didn't move. He didn't move. The rain kept up. Alling. He didn't shout. He didn't curse. He didn't even sigh. He just walked over. Slow. Deliberate. Like a man walking through deep water. He knelt beside the wreckage. His fingers, knuckles cracked from years of gardening, nails bitten to the quick, moved with the tenderness of a mortician. He picked up the screen, the keyboard, the cracked casing. He placed each piece gently on the hearth, like arranging flowers on a grave. Then he turned off the lamp. The room plunged into near darkness. Only the glow from the street lamp outside painted stripes across the rug, gold, then gray, then gold again, like the ticking of a clock no one had wound. He sat on the armchair, the one with the faded floral pattern Mum had chosen. He patted the space beside him. "Come here, love." She didn't move. "I know you're angry," he said, voice low, rough with exhaustion. "I know you think I don't see you. But this," he gestured to the broken laptop. "This isn't anger. This is a funeral. And I'm the only one left to bury what's left of us." She stepped forward. Her bare feet made no sound on the wooden floor. The orange frock swished faintly, the scent of her lavender soap clinging to the air. The same scent Mum used to wear. It made his throat tighten. He didn't look at her. "Not yet." "You know where it is," he said. She did. She'd seen it once before. When she was 12. When she'd broken Mum's favorite teapot. The one with the blue forget-me-nots, after Mum had told her she couldn't go to that party because she'd failed her maths exam. She'd screamed. Threw it. And that night, her father had made her sit on his lap. He'd used the paddle then, too. She'd cried so hard she'd thrown up. She'd never forgotten it. And she'd never forgiven him. Until now. She walked to him. Sat down. Not beside him. On his lap. Just like before. He didn't speak. He just reached into the top drawer of the sideboard. The one with the brass handle. The one Mum used to keep her letters in. He pulled out the paddle. It was old. Dark walnut. Polished smooth by decades of use. The handle was worn where his father's hand had gripped it. The flat end, the part that struck, was slightly curved from years of impact. It had been passed down, like a family heirloom. Only not for celebration. For correction. For memory. He placed it on his knee. "Lift your frock," he said. She didn't hesitate. She didn't beg. She just pulled the thin fabric up, past her waist, over her hips, until her bare skin was exposed to the cool air, pale, trembling, vulnerable. He didn't touch her. Not yet. He just held the paddle. And breathed. The first stroke came slow. It landed high on her right cheek, not cruel, not wild, but firm. Heavy. A sound like a door closing in an empty house. She flinched, but didn't cry. The second. Lower. Deeper. The wood pressed into flesh, leaving a line of heat that bloomed instantly. She bit her lip. A drop of blood appeared. Third. She gasped, just once. Her fingers dug into the arm of the chair. Fourth. Her body shuddered. A tear slipped free, rolled down her cheek, dropped onto the orange fabric. Fifth. She closed her eyes. Sixth. A sob escaped, quiet, broken. Seventh. Her breath came in ragged bursts. Eighth. Her knees trembled. Ninth. She leaned forward, forehead pressed to his shoulder. Her hair smelled like rain and shampoo. 10th. He stopped. The paddle hung in the air between them. Silence. She didn't move. He didn't move. The rain tapped the window. The kettle on the stove began to whistle. A distant, mundane sound that felt like a betrayal. He set the paddle down. Then, slowly, he placed his hand on her back, not to comfort, not to soothe, just to hold her, to remind her she was still here, still alive, still his. She didn't pull away. She didn't thank him. She just sat there, trembling, exposed, raw, as if the paddle had peeled her open like an orange, and now, for the first time in 2 years, she could finally feel the juice. She didn't say sorry for a long time. When she finally did, it wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was a whisper, muffled against his coat. "I didn't mean to break it." He didn't answer. I wanted you to feel something." He exhaled, slow, deep, like he'd been holding his breath since the day she stopped hugging him. "I do," he said. "Every day." She turned her face into his shoulder. Her tears soaked into the fabric. "I miss her," she whispered. "I miss how she used to make me tea. How she'd laugh at my stupid jokes. How she'd tell me I was brilliant, even when I wasn't." He closed his eyes. "I miss her too," he said. "And I miss you. The girl who used to read poetry to her. The one who used to draw pictures of dragons on the fridge. The one who used to believe in magic." She shook her head. "That girl's gone." "Maybe," he said. "But she's not dead. Just hiding." He stood then, slowly, carefully, lifting her with him. He didn't carry her. He just held her hand. They walked into the kitchen. The kettle was still whistling. He turned it off. Made 2 cups of Earl Grey. One with honey. Just how she liked it. He placed the broken laptop on the table between them. "It's not fixable," he said. She nodded. "But it's not the end," he added. He opened his laptop, the old one, the one with the sticker of the Queen on the back. Typed for a moment. Then slid it toward her. A web page opened. The London Archives, volunteer assistant needed. Must love history. Must be patient. Must have a quiet heart. She used to work there, he said. Every Saturday. She said old books were the only things that never lied. Lily stared at the screen. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard. Then, slowly, she typed, "I'd like to apply." He didn't smile. He didn't hug her. He just poured her another cup of tea. And when the rain stopped, just after midnight, he turned off the kitchen light. They sat in the dark together. No words. Just the quiet. Just the tea. Just the broken laptop. And the beginning of something new. The next morning, Lily wore jeans. But she left the orange frock on the chair. She didn't throw it away. She just folded it neatly. Like a memory. Like a promise. And when she walked out the door with her father, the laptop in a box between them. She didn't look back. But she didn't look ahead either. She just looked beside her.